This video is coming from Daniel Bwala. It's a reminder video, to the entire APC supporters. It's a reminder video to the government of Bola Tinubu. And it's also a reminder video to Daniel Bwala himself that we as a people, we as Nigerians, as meticulous record keepers, we have not forgotten. We are simply aware. And we are taking stock of men and women in this country, Nigeria, who have no more integrity left in them, who have lost integrity over time. This video is going to be an eye-opener to all of you.
I will give you an instance of the point I'm trying to buttress. You have Rishi Sunak was in India. He was billed to meet Prime Minister Modi, but because that day was arranged for Modi to meet with Joe Biden, even though he made effort to meet the man, he could not. He had to meet him the next day. That's diplomatic protocol. And as far as we know, there was no plan for President Biden to meet with President Bola Tinubu at the G20. So when they met, they shook hands. It was just the shaking of hands after they visited one of the Hindu sites or whatever. So there was no site. The point I'm trying to make is that the media machine of the president is projecting itself as awful and even worse than the previous administration. Because in the previous administration, they will give the information as it were, but they are not forceful in making the argument. In this one, they are forceful in the communication of misinformation, forceful in their misleading of the Nigerian people. And you often hear them say, we try as much as possible to be honest with Nigeria. It's not a big deal to meet this president, but don't make a mountain out of a molehill. Don't make it seem like photo ops and shaking of hands will amount to foreign investments as they are trying to project. By next week, when the president of Nigeria will meet President Biden based on protocol, that is when you can talk about sidelines. In fact, I told myself, if the G20 meeting and the Dubai, they try to make a whole caricature of our territorial integrity, by next week when they will meet with you will see nothing from Dubai as per investment, you will see nothing from India as per investment, because they are just photo ops and statements. There are no specificity, there are no deliverables, and there are no timelines. So this is the point we are trying to say. Focus on insecurity in the country. Okay, look at the National Security Advisor. He's like an elder brother or uncle to me. National Security Advisor is in every meeting of this government, political meeting, meetings that have nothing to do with national security.
I'm pretty sure you have seen what we are talking about in this country, Nigeria. So when you see men and women like Daniel Bwala criticizing P2B today, do not be wary of their attacks. Do not be bothered by their comment and their statement. These men are into politics of, stomach infrastructure. There is no more single iota of integrity left in them. And obviously, part of the reasons I'm doing this video, this is not how we are going to build Nigeria. This is never how Nigeria is going to develop. If we continue to have parasitic men and women as politicians who only thrive on what they will gain or what they will get from our collective treasury, who only thrive on their personal gains, we cannot move forward. There are no more men and women of impeccable character left in this country, Nigeria, to persevere for the betterment of the children unborn, to persevere, for the future, for the beautiful and bright future that all of us are clamoring for. The same Daniel Bwala, I want you to listen to what he said here about P2B. That no matter the amount of blackmail from APC and their cohort and their cronies, that P2B and the obedient movement can never be blackmailed. The same Daniel Bwala. Make wanna watch the video.
Pantophobia. Atiku would have been helter-skelter or talking like that. Can Nigerian people, for the life of me, honestly ask themselves an answer that we are prepared to have a president that will appear in the United Nations, and when he stands to address, he will say, the fellow citizens of the world, here we are in the United Nations, different from Bala Blue, Blue, and blah, blah. Or that he will say he brings electricity from America and converted it into yam and beans. Or he will say he will turn 50 million people into Abado. And you see, if you look at the candidates running for the office, for the serious-minded Nigerians, it is quite evident. People in Nigeria
I'm pretty sure you saw that. And this video, this reminder video, simply buttresses what P2B has been saying over time. When you hear P2B talk about, criminality in politics in Nigeria or structures of criminality, these men, what they do is to go about assemble men of like criminal-minded, behavior and approach, assemble them together, buy them off, and they will become their watchdogs. They will become their attack dogs on social media. And all of them collectively will be raining the same amount of attack on P2B. The only reason they are doing that is because they don't want this country, Nigeria, to move forward. They want all of us to remain at where we are. You now begin to tell me, the same Daniel Bwala is today working for President Bola Tinubu, and he has once again started to grant interviews telling Nigerians how beautifully well Tinubu is doing, how Tinubu is going to get 2.5 million votes from the southeastern part of Nigeria, trying to convince all of us in a broad daylight, after he wholeheartedly admitted that President Bola Tinubu, if given 30 years, will never achieve anything significant. Obviously, that was a statement of fact, because right from the day of inauguration on the 29th of May 2023 was the very day Bola Tinubu plunged Nigeria into a perpetual hardship and suffering. Today there is no more average or middle class in Nigeria. What we have in Nigeria now is the rich people, the elites. Everybody in Nigeria is gradually becoming poor. Businesses are closing. Many families are in turmoil. Marriages are breaking. Relationships are being hurt so badly. People are scouting for, how to survive. Many are traveling as, far as going to Ghana, to different African countries, finding a way to make an ends meet. That is never a way this country will move forward. And they will continue to capture men and women of like minds, men and women who have lost integrity over time, who are dependent on their stomach infrastructure, what they will put in their stomach and what they will put in their pocket. Well, we will continue to give APC and their supporters this reminder that we have not forgotten, that rather we are keeping stock of all of these rascalities going on in this country. At this point, I will allow you guys to be the judge. Don't forget to let me know what you think in the comment section and share this video. My another person, Siam. God bless you.